Welcome back to Great is Good Tarot. We're going to have another insight, another little check-in with the collective energy that is currently happening right now. Remember, always take what resonates, leave the rest behind. That is the important thing here. So what messages would benefit the people watching this video at this time, please? What's the messages? Oh, wow. Almost poked my eye out, that one. Right, let's have a look at this. Very talkative right now. Look at all these cards coming out. Not even... We're just 2/3 through the deck there. Okay. Overarching energy, the World card here. This feels very much like a transition reading. Very much a transition reading. Especially after we've been kind of hiding away with the Four of Cups in reverse. We've kind of... It almost feels like a mini high... kind of like a hermiting away. Kind of like... almost like wintertime. Kind of hermit. Kind of hibernation, that's the word I was looking for. Kind of hiding away, keeping away from people and things and situations, and just kind of locked down, kind of don't want to be involved with other people's politics or other people's control, want to keep away, want to keep separate. And look at this, Six of Matches, success here, victory. Winning, triumph here with the World card upright. It's a new cycle, a new way of doing things. It's like disconnecting and we're going to be winning. Pulling away from the norm, bunny floppy is, and we'll be winning. And look at this, light-hearted, playful silliness, kind of going back to more traditional ways of doing things. I know for the last couple of days myself, I keep getting reminded about the arts and crafts movement back in the day, kind of like the turn of the century, late 1800s, early 1900s. And this feels like very much the similar energy. It's kind of blending a mix of the modern, the new, and harking back to kind of traditional ways of doing things and traditional kind of meaningful things. Instead of things made out of plastic and tat, more meaningful kind of woods and skill and chiseling and that kind of stuff. It's a fascinating kind of change here. And then we've got the Ten of Matches, which is in this deck, is an accomplishment. In reverse, it's a burden. In reverse, it's the negative elements. But this is an end of a cycle here. It's like we've tried it your way, and I'm sure that we had a reading about this on this channel in the last couple of days. So just like we've tried it your way, it doesn't work. There's always problems. There's always issues. There's always shenanigans. Going entirely the other way now and having the courage to do so. Oh, that's beautiful. It's kind of taking control back for it's like we're at a pivot point where I know, talking like here on the boat, on the river, in the middle of nowhere, all this powered by solar panels and stuff like that. And it's like, I know that, we're totally off grid and yet we're still using technology. We're still using stuff. We're still, got the Netflix and the Amazon Prime and all that kind of stuff. Nothing has been diminished. And in fact, being in so much nature and just opening up the door and it's just like the river and the herons and just watching all the ducks do their thing and like all the ducklings and things like that. Because they just keep on going. I don't know what mallard ducks. I don't know what they're doing. It's like they seem to, every time I turn around, there's a new bunch of ducklings. They get like swimming around with them, and it's just like so beautiful to be kind of disconnected and like away from the kind of drawl of more time. People kind of taking more and more and more of your time. Where it's like, how do I not have? Everyone's got the same amount of time per day. And yet, how am I not able to kind of like achieve anything? And it's, I would almost say it's almost by design. It's keep you distracted so you can't actually achieve anything. It's like, but what would I know? What would I know? So let me find out some more information here. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. So the fact that we're withdrawing away, we're kind of hunkering down, we're kind of hermiting, we're kind of taking that now to we've seen that it's successful, and kind of like taking it on to the next stage here, that it's the accomplishment. It's much more light-hearted. It's much more fun and enjoyable, not dealing with politics and people paid vastly more than you telling you how to live. It's that kind of stuff. It's like, screw it. It's like that rebellious side. It's kind of, no, I'm going to do my own thing. Thank you very much. We're at a pivot point where technology is absolutely brilliant. We can use renewable energies with a wood burner or an Aga or a Rayburn or whatever you want to call it, depending on which side of the Atlantic you're on, to heat my home. I can do all this kind of shenanigans. I can do all that. You know, I don't have to be on grid, because it's just this rebelliousness and having the courage to persevere more, to go further, to go, right, okay, where else can I change? Where else can I make these kind of disconnects so that I can actually go off and do my own endeavors and actually get a much more meaningful life, because I'm not frantically moving around and dashing around and having to go to meetings and people and things and all that, school reports and all that crap. It's kind of going back to the basics. And I like that. I really like that. And it's going to be victorious. It's like more success is going to come from this. So truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread, please. Truth, knowledge, and wisdom for this spread. Let's have a look. This is a fantastic... This is not what I was expecting this reading to be, actually. There was a different energy until I started the recording, and then suddenly it shifted. So obviously people watching this video definitely needed to hear that. And it's that kind of energy where... It seems like the answer has all up to this point, and you can debate when it was like at the end of World War II or within the middle of the 70s and that kind of thing, what the point was. But it seemed the answer is always more control, more this, more that, more regulations, more whatever it may be. And this feels, it's like, no, less is the answer. Less is the way we're going to move forward. Like less is where we want to be, and it's fantastic. It's awesome. Natural disaster here. It feels like this wind is blow. Oh, you can't see it there. Why is that light glaring? Why is that light glaring? So we've got no many more hands left. I've run out of hands. Natural disaster here. This wind is kind of like this new fresh air is blowing through. It's kind of blowing away all the old into the new kind of thing. And it's like finding ways to from this frustration, blowing it through so that we can now survive. We can now decide what we want to do and actually have a lot more control over why do we need a power station where we can generate electricity locally, which is pretty much what I've been bashing on about on our Twitch channel, which is most weekends, link down below, subtle plug. But like for many, many months now, and that's what our website, greatestgoodtarot.com, is starting to build all these resources to be able to do this kind of stuff. But it's that kind of energy where we've got the hand of God here with aid, kind of giving you that kind of, come on, that encouragement, that kind of kindness to be able to go, come on, we can do this. We can do this. You can do it. You can take control back and like have more say about what's happening. We've got stress here. We've also, well, I'm not going to rush ahead, but the stress here is kind of, it almost feels the pressure that's been building up with the bunny floppy is modern world. The constant aggravation and people all kind of pressured and annoyed and angry about things, and it's like no, I don't want to be part of this anymore. I want to move. I want to do things, and that's why we've got the blessing card here. So we can focus on enlightenment, enlightening our lives, And obviously that will then balance out into more well-being, self-love, self-care, self-respect, self-worth, all that kind of stuff. And that's fantastic. That's beautiful to see. We've also got saving, which is more, for me, it's not just about money, but it's about resources. It's about the pantry. See, instead of coins, like all the jars that your little food bank, as it were, in a traditional sense, a little food like in the pantry, or maybe it's the resources on your land, or resources available to your family in other ways, or knowledge base, that kind of stuff. It's that kind of that little nest egg of every element, not just the monetary side of things. And finally, we've got marriage here, which is more about kind of being self-dependent, between these two people, kind of dependent on each other. And so because we're dependent on each other, it's more the local instead of the national. It's more the intimacy of this little group instead of international affairs and globalist stuff and all that kind of stuff. This is beautiful. This is really, really nice. This is fantastic. I was going to finish there, but I want to get some more cards out. I want to see kind of a direction to push you into, kind of thing, to encourage you even further. Okay. Hold on. Bear with me. I wasn't prepared for that. Can you tell? Wasn't prepared. While I'm getting these out, can I ask you kindly, if this is resonating with you and you like this and enjoy this, please click that like button. Please share these around so we can get some more of a following and more of a kind of a group together so that we can all support each other in each other's endeavours. Tell me how this is resonating with you in the comments down below, perhaps. And generally hack the YouTube algorithm in a polite and meaningful manner. Share it around, have some fun, let's go for it. So any more messages for this spread, please? Any more messages for this spread, please? I normally use this deck for personal private readings, but for some reason I'm being called for this one. So this is the Spirit Messages deck. Any more messages for this spread, please? Any more messages for this spread, please? Oh, lovely. A child's love. The love between a parent and a child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. Ah, that's beautiful. I'm taking this slightly as more kind of God, Spirit, Universe, seeing us as their child kind of thing. Kind of nurturing us to kind of, come on, you can do great stuff here. You can really thrive and be awesome and that kind of thing. And come on, you don't have to be in other people's kind of like colours, political colours or whatever. You can subscribe to your own colours. You can subscribe to your own thing. You're not a minority in that respect. You're your person. That kind of thing. So I hope that resonates for you. I hope that makes sense. And please tell me how this has resonated with you down below. That'd be amazing. But until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. See you soon. Ta-ra.